Good evening, everyone. I'm writer Coach Tony. Welcome back to my writing channel. Today, I'm going to teach you a method on how to write your survey questionnaire. No, it's a method that was taught to me by um, one of my students. One of the persons I was helping with. It's basically you have to map your research objectives, and you map it with your research questions and your survey questionnaire. Um, Normally, when I help my clients, we start immediately with identifying the statement of the problem, looking at the statement of the problem, and then doing the contents of the questionnaire almost immediately. So we write about at most maybe 20 to 25 statements. So those statements are based on the um, statement of the problem, and normally to so as not to lead the 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 one answering, the respondent, we usually just let we juggle. If you're studying a certain topic where you want to look at different facets of the study, um, what you can do is to jumble the items, no? So the person answering it will not be, there's no leading question, no? But so they're just answering it. So it goes maybe, if you're studying, let's say, depression, loneliness, anxiety, you mix those things instead of making like 1 to 5 anxiety, 6 to 10 depression, 11 to 15 loneliness, because if you do that, um, it kind of guides the mind of the respondents. What you can do is mix it up. You can have positive items, the negative items, and positive items, negative items. You kind of jolt the respondent so that he or she is always on the um, concentrated. It's really concentrated on answering your survey questionnaire instead of leading them on and allowing them to kind of box their answers, guide their answers. That's why it's in the skill that was taught to me. You basically just map your research objectives with your survey questions and your research questions. No, so for example, if your research objective is to um, do this certain kind of find out, let's say, how uh, how today's teachers are coping with depression, then in the survey questionnaire you're making, let's say from items 1 to 25, you pick out the numbers where you will place items related to answering that research question. That's very important so that when you analyze it, let's say when you're analyzing how depression affects teachers, then you say items number 1, number 5, number 11, 15, 18 pertain to that. It makes your analysis easier. You know which items correspond to which questions. So the skill of mapping is very important, because it allows you to jumble all uh, your statements, but it also guides you um, when you do the actual analysis. So you'll have that answer key in the back of your survey, in your methodology chapter. You'll be saying that these statements pertain to answering research question number 1. The following statements pertain to answering research question number 2, and so on and so forth. It's your self-guide as you answer um, the questions. No, that's when you do your chapter 4, which is the analysis and interpretation of your data. So The skill of mapping is very important. It's very useful, and I would highly encourage it for other researchers to do it, to use that methodology so that they can uh, make their lives easier, especially when they're doing the analysis and interpretation of their own data. So I hope I was able to help you guys. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me, and then you can please add me in my um, Twitter, my Instagram, and my Facebook. And if you have any questions, you can email me immediately. So take care, everyone. Keep safe. Bye bye.